Hi, welcome to another episode of Bomb Ideas. I'm Brian Butkowski of Bomb Image.
And I'm Chris Inman with I.D.E.A Cleveland.
Today we're going to talk about when to stop marketing. So Chris, when's the first time you want to stop marketing?
Well, the first time you want to stop marketing is when everybody on planet Earth knows about your product and service. When you've touched every human being possible.
Really easy, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, McDonald's hasn't done it enough apparently because they keep on marketing. So your company could probably pull it off as well.
Exactly. So I think that's one that's kind of obviously a tongue-in-cheek idea. When you've reached everybody, well, I'll even double it down one more. If you've reached everybody, do they really know it? Do they know it? Do they like you? Do they trust you? Are they somebody that has tried your product or
Yes.
service? Did they utilize it? How do they feel about it? Because again, that's where you can even go back to testing and knowing, oh, that is not my right clientele or my right customer or client.
I think that so many people think like, oh, I've tried this. I've put out a podcast. It hasn't worked. And I don't have all this viewings and this and that. Okay. But has everybody that you wanted to have listen to that podcast even know about that podcast?
Correct.
Have you exhausted all the ideas before you just say, this doesn't work in my industry? Which I get that all the time. People go, YouTube doesn't work in my industry.
Yeah.
Well, based off of what facts? Because YouTube's pretty popular here in the United States. Or unless you're not marketing the people, I don't know why that wouldn't work.
Correct. And I've even heard people say, well, I don't think I can market my company, or I don't think I can market myself. Well, let's be honest. If that's your attitude, I like the old Henry Ford quote, if you think you can or think you can't, you're right. But everybody can be marketed, and it really depends on how and why, and again, how much money you want to devote to something. Again, I'll tell you, everything can be fixed if you throw enough money at it. Everybody can be marketed. But again, how can we be wise? How can we be smart and try and do things the right way? But yeah, there's ways to make people be marketed. And to your point, one thing you could do is literally hand deliver notes to people. That's something that people used to do. If you can get your message in front of the right people, if you have to hand deliver it, you make it happen. If you have to use a telegraph at this point, make it work. It doesn't matter. But going back to, does everybody really know? Did everybody get a chance to really view that or hear that or see that? I think that's kind of the key here.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so number two.
Number two, well, it's something I've talked about before, and it kind of makes me laugh even just saying it, but when your competitors give up, sure, go ahead, stop marketing. But the reality is, when you think about that, if you were to be that competitor and you stop marketing and you take your foot off the gas, your competitors are going to come flying right past you. So I'd actually probably even double down on that one and say, hey, if your competitors are inching back and maybe not reaching out as far as they can with their marketing efforts or advertising efforts, that would be a great place and a great opportunity for you to step things up, actually gain market share, get more eyeballs on what you're doing. But again, I know, Chris, that this is one of the things you've talked about. When your competitors give up, what do you have to add on that?
So, if your competitors, think how ridiculous this sounds.
Right.
So, this ultimately comes down to, okay, they're not going to be marketing, so I don't need to marketing. But technically, if they're not marketing, you should be doing more marketing because you can get your clients more involved. You'll take their clients away from them because now all of a sudden you're top of mind. That's the whole concept of marketing, is being on top of mind.
Correct.
So technically, unless you have 100% of the market share, and everybody's gone out of business except for you, which I'd love to hear what industry can totally turn into monopoly other than government.
Right.
It isn't going to happen.
Yeah, and there's always things you can do to do things better. And one of the things that I'll even kind of flip to here, depending on how you market your business, and again, that's a wide range of ideas. Advertising is just one of them. Branding is certainly a huge aspect of what you would do to get your message in front of people. But I always look at too, okay, you have 100% of market share. You have a giant piece of market share. How can you maybe fine-tune that and get the better pieces and work more with those better pieces? Mm-hmm. Or, again, reach out, connect with those core clients or customers and make sure you're devoting enough of your good product or service to them that they want to even just keep building more and provide more revenue to you. And, again, you're solving their problem, making them feel good. It's reciprocal, but just keep figuring out and fine-tuning. So really, there's no plan to stop when your competitors give up.
No plan. But if you stuck around for number three, we actually have a reason to stop. And that's when you spend too much money. You've blown your budget and you got no return on your investment. Now it's time to pump the brakes.
Right, and that's where I would say maybe not stop, but pause is a great word. Reevaluate. Good friend of ours, Josh, always talks about retreating to advance. Take a step back, hold things up for a minute, and really analyze what the heck's going on. Again, maybe you can start to build some more money up to actually figure out what ways you want to spend when your budget's blown. But yeah, don't keep throwing good money after bad results. It's not going to be effective. And again, that's where you could talk to somebody like a Chris or myself or anybody for that matter in our field and start to ask questions about why or how, and then start to gather that information and figure out, okay, when can I get this thing going again? When can I get off the brake and start hitting the gas again?
Yeah, if you're working with a marketing company and they say, oh, you're not getting the results, you need to push more money in, you need to take a step back and think about that. Absolutely. More money does not solve the problems all the time.
Correct.
Like, if you're spending money on Facebook ads and you're getting no results from it, spending more on Facebook ads on the same ad over and over again and repeating the same you're going to get the same bad results.
Right.
That's why you need to think about.
Well, and I think too, again, results are in the eye of the beholder. Correct. If you're not comfortable with the results, ask questions, reevaluate, make sure that you can feel good about what you're doing with your dollars that are hard earned, that you're trying to do to build your company, and make sure that you're, again, in that right spot and right frame of mind, and you can feel good about it. That's one of the things that I try to base my company on.
100%.
Is making sure people feel good that they're making the best educated choices, because truly there aren't necessarily guarantees in marketing.
No, there's not guarantees. I always have joked that if you're spending bad money in marketing, go buy a boat if you want to waste your money, because boats are way more fun.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, all right, so that was our 3 reasons when to stop your marketing campaigns. Hopefully this gave you enough insight not to ever stop.